Welcome to another video to go with my book, English from Afar, the low-pain way to advanced English. Today's video is just a little bit different. This time we're not talking about some point of how to use English well. I'd like to talk about making an impression one way or the other. We must remember that when we're speaking, depending on how our listeners are receiving what we're saying, we are often sending a great deal more than just speaking. Sometimes called body language, the extra information you send by your facial expressions and intonation, etc. We all know that it's vital to make a good impression in the opening seconds of a job interview. What many people don't realize is just how powerful a first impression really is. From the instant the HR manager opens his office door to usher you in, until and even beyond saying something like good morning, you are creating a first impression. In the case of a job interview, it's said as much as 75% of success is in those few seconds. After you've done that, you're doing one of two things. Convincing the interviewer that his instinctive decision was correct. That's pretty easy. The tough one is to convince the interviewer that his decision was wrong, and they should change their minds. Creating a good first impression is part of the art of using English. Create a good impression, and you carry your audience along with you. Create a bad one, and to be honest, if half your audience is still listening by the end of your opening slide, I'd be very surprised. Most of them will be thinking, when's coffee? Where's lunch? I don't like that tie. Or, good God, what is she wearing? Or perhaps, I need to go to the toilet. Now here comes the really oddest thing. In almost every situation and in every walk of life, 75% of what we do is based on first impressions. When you pick up a book in the bookshop, you are gathering first impressions about the author's style and the content. In the cinema, the film director knows that those opening seconds are vital. Attend a lecture, hear a talk, listen to your boss, even the opening paragraph of an office memo. They all create first impressions. Why do you think hotels make the entrances en route to the lobby as lavish as possible? It's much easier to create a bad first impression. Usually we do that when we just don't think. Here's an example. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and Madam Chairperson, thank you very much for that very kind introduction. Oh, whoops, I've dropped me notes. Now then, I'd better get this back into order. Right, where are we? Oh, yes, right. So, as I was saying to my good friend TJ Walker the other day, I have to do this speech about railway stations in Great Britain to the Lady Gaslamp Fitters Guild. So it's pretty simple. If we want to get people's attention, we've got to create that good first impression. That means we have to look the business. No matter how wobbly you feel inside, if you look like you're in charge, your audience will believe that you are. So stand tall, dress well, seize the attention, be authoritative and commanding, but whatever else, don't be dictatorial. And no matter what goes wrong, don't panic. Well, that's it for this video. But remember, the world is waiting to hear what you've got to say in English. To see you next time.